Hello and welcome to the Project for Awesome 2022. This year, like we've done for the past many years now, we'll be talking about the charity NephCure Kidney International.
Today we'll be talking about NephCure Kidney International. NephCure Kidney International is a charity that helps people like my brother. They support patients that have nephrotic syndrome. Nephrotic syndrome is a disease where your kidneys don't filter your pee properly.
They are funding research into new treatments and also have resources to help patients and families with nephrotic syndrome.
Today, we'll be walking you through some of the steps in a patient's daily routine with nephrotic syndrome. For those of us who don't have kidney disease, waking up, our morning routine might include brushing our teeth and getting ready for school, or eating breakfast. For patients with nephrotic syndrome, there are a couple extra steps added in there. Today, we'll be touching on two things: urinalysis testing and medication management. However, we also want to acknowledge that there's other steps that Ethan may not have in his routine that other patients with kidney disease might have, for example, dialysis. If you'd like to learn more about any of those parts of a routine, check out the links in the description below for more resources from NephCure Kidney International. So, how does having nephrotic syndrome change your daily routine?
My daily routine involves waking up, doing a urinalysis test, and taking some medications. In the 9 years that I've had nephrotic syndrome, I've gotten quite used to this routine. For patients with nephrotic syndrome, daily testing of the urine is really important to check for protein, and medication stops protein from leaking into the urine.
Like we mentioned before, today we'll be touching on two things: urinalysis strips and medication management. Let's start with urinalysis. To do a urine test, you get a sample of pee in a cup and dip a urinalysis test strip in it. The test strip will then change colors. The different colors tell you how much of different compounds can be found in your urine. This row here tells you about the amount of protein in the urine, whereas the bottom row shows you the amount of glucose. Now let's watch Ethan do a real urinalysis test. First, you take out a single strip. Then you dip it into your urine sample and blot it on the side to dry. Then you can watch as the colors start changing. Each well has a different amount of time that you have to wait, so make sure that you set a timer as well. Once your timer is up, you can compare the color on the strip to the guide on the box. This will tell you how much of that compound is in your urine. Here you can see that Ethan's urine is somewhere between the negative sign and the plus-minus sign, which means traces. Having a trend of higher protein over a couple of days may mean that more medications need to be taken. The way these strips work is really cool. Each square on the urinalysis strip has a different compound in it. This compound changes color when it measures one type of substance found in the urine. For example, if we're looking at the protein well, it'll react differently to different amounts of protein. Depending on the amount of protein found in the urine, it'll change to be a darker or lighter shade of blue.
Today I'm going to be showing you my medication organizer and showing you how I know when and what medications to take.
Ethan's type of kidney disease is called minimal change disease, and it happens when some of his immune cells go a bit wonky. When this happens, medications like steroids or immune suppressives can help. They help shut down these wonky cells, giving the kidneys time to recover. Because the immune system works pretty quickly, it also means that you have to take medications often more than once a day to make sure that this reaction is stopped. This is the medication manager that Ethan uses. It's got a spot for each day of the month, so he's able to load up all his medications at the beginning of the month. It's also got different spots for medication that needs to be taken in the morning versus at night. A system like this helps Ethan keep track of which pills he's taken when, and makes sure that he takes them at the correct time of day. If he can't remember if he's taken his pills for that day or not, he can just look back and see if there are any pills left in the container. Now you know some more about urinalysis and medication management. Thank you so much for watching today's video.
Don't forget to vote for NephCure Kidney International in this year's Project for Awesome.
And don't forget to be awesome!